Yeah, so recently I've been away from Brupeg and away from the team. I was down the coast, for us down the coast to the Gold Coast, which is about a 6.5 hour drive, I suppose. And I caught up with one of our followers, Clint, and he's machined up some parts that we need for the pipe work that Adam and I were working on in a couple of episodes previous. I suppose what this whole trip brought home to me is the fact that I really, almost immediately I started to miss Brupeg. You know, I love my big old boat, but the thing that I wasn't expecting was I missed my team and I missed my crew. So, you know, the whole team was up on the boat. You know, Jess and Ryan were sort of were up here. They were doing a lot of filming and so on, and we had volunteers. We had Tim and Rebecca also up on the same weekend. So, you know, the guys had the boat to themselves, and it was awesome that they got to experience Brupeg without me. And I felt really energized. You know, towards the end of the trip, I was really energized to get back. My head was swimming with ideas and, you know, things that we could do and all that sort of stuff. But the thing that sort of was most present for me is that, like, I really can't wait to be out on the sea and to have the team with me and to have the crew on Brupeg and to have it running beautifully, and, you know, everybody to be kind of in their place, if that makes sense, and sort of bring forward what Brupeg can really be. And you know, for me, obviously that's going to be things like traveling and documenting what we're doing and bringing people on board and really sharing what we've created. So yeah, that was, I suppose, what was forefront in my mind.
Opening overhead lockers as items may have moved throughout the flight. In the seatbelt sign is off, you'll be leaving through the 4 doors. We do recommend you hold on to the handrail to assist you safely onto the tarmac.
That's what I was thinking. It's not too much light over here, but
So yeah, as you can see, we've got a couple of parts machined up. Clint's done an awesome job. It's been really cool to spend the afternoon with him to get all these done. I love being in machine shops, so I'm kind of envious of his workshop. So thanks very much.
all good, man.
And,
Happy to help.
yeah, really appreciate it. If you have tools, skills or abilities for Brupeg and you're happy to share them, get in touch with us. We love working with our followers. Yeah, so as I say, it's been a really enjoyable day, and I look forward to getting more of your comments on this as well. Thanks. So Clint's just showing me his boat. He got this boat for an absolute steal, but he's in IT, and he done some mods to the boat, and I really want to show you this. So if we go down into the main cabin, all right, do you want to show them this little gadget you put on here?
Hey Siri, turn off the cabin lights.
Sending your request. Okay.
It's fucking awesome. Righto, so I'm still on a mission to get the kitchen benches sorted and also the shower and wheelchair for Jess this week before we get stuck into our sandblasting for our water tanks. It's pretty like the dew point's pretty low at the moment, and yeah, everything outside is absolutely soaked, so I can't do any sort of sanding or painting till later in the day when it warms up. So I'm focusing on getting the shower going at the moment. So we have this little instant electric hot water heater. It's quite powerful, it's 3.5 kilowatts. So I'm hoping that it'll work. They reckon it'll raise the temperature by, I think it's like 40 degrees or 50 degrees or something like that. So next couple of days I'm focusing on getting these, what is basically going to become a vent. So below the floor here is the what used to be the freezer room and is going to be the downstairs accommodation. So what we've done is we've obviously cut a hole in the side of the boat, so this is the side of the cabin, and then this piece of steel gets welded back in to there, so there's like a 1-inch gap all the way around for air to come in and out. And you can see where I've put these little black marks sort of on all 4 corners. I'll weld a bit of stainless across just to hold that piece in the centre so it's all nice and lovely. And then we create this type of arrangement here, so it's a bit like a door aid box in that there'll be stainless flaps that overlap each other so that the air has to do a bit of an S-bend to actually get through and into the vent, and the water, it's difficult for the water to do that. So these will be quite tall, so they'll probably be about that high. All up, so I don't know, whatever that is, maybe 8 inches, something like that, 10 inches. And then the air travels down this column, so there'll be a panel that goes across here, travels all the way down this column, and then through this hole that we've cut out. So what the plan is, so these are bits of stainless, we're going to be welding them in flush like that all the way around, so up this edge, etc. And then there'll be a piece of like alloy or stainless or something like that that basically gets sealed up onto this here to become essentially a watertight, I don't know what you call it, watertight board, for lack of a better term.
There's also a hole, isn't there, up on the side, where if water does actually get in around that.
Yeah, so have a look at the design here. So the bottom of the one that catches the water sits basically right there, so it'll run straight back out the bottom of the vent. So there's like a 1-inch gap all the way around this, and that means water can pour in and it'll pour straight back out. It's almost impossible for water to go up and around the way that we've designed it.
So there's going to be like a stainless sort of thing like this.
Yeah, like a shield.
Okay.
So I'm gonna weld these lips in all the way around so we can create essentially something to bolt a panel onto. So we're using stainless on the bottom and just mild steel everywhere else. But yeah, stainless on the bottom, so if any water hits it, we don't have to stress too much about it rusting out. It is still mild steel on the bottom here, like on the floor. But we just kind of have a rule of every time we cut a bit of stainless out, bit of steel out, if we can, we try and replace it with stainless. Yeah, so we'll get into I'm just going to tack it all together at the moment. I got carried away. I didn't make the hole big enough. So I got to allow for this plate that someone's put in here in the past. So I'm welding that in like that, and I need to cut that slot out to fit it. But when I measured it, I had it sitting way back there like a wally. So yeah, so I'm just going to bring it forward and just chop a bit more out.
You guys are protecting your eyes, eh?
Yes. Safety squints.
It's the technical term.
Not what I did.
Alright. Right, here we go, honky dory. Shall do. Alright, 1850. Clearly didn't need that bit.
What happened?
Thanks for your support, Ryan. My 50mm measuring stick just fell from the top of the boat to the absolute bottom of the boat. Yeah, so that happened. Jesus! My spare measuring stick. Alright, back in a minute. I'd love to calculate how much wire I've put through it, like a 15, I don't know how much wire a 15 kg drum of 0.9 wire has, like how many meters or whatever. It'd be pretty cool. I must have put, I don't know, 30 drums through.
Wow.
Yes.
How much weight in weld do you reckon you've put into this boat?
Oh, well.
How many
30.
rolls of that have you been through?
Probably 30.
At 15k?
Yeah, so 150
So
to 10,
easy.
so it's 450 kgs of weld.
Yeah,
Almost
half
half a ton of
a ton of weld.
Yeah, holy shit. I've got to do the stabilisers and I've got to do the tanks when I cut and weld those. So it's probably another, I don't know, couple of rolls and all of that. 30 kgs. I don't know, I reckon we'd be lucky if we got 50 kgs of welding left to do.
So, yeah, you'd be at half a ton then by the time you're done.
Yeah.
Half a ton of weld.
Yeah. Well, we got half a ton of weld. So far we've used close to like 600 litres of paint. So if it's heavier than water, I think. So if that's a kg a litre, 600 kgs of paint.
Easily put a ton of just weld and paint on board.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so we've basically built a frame all the way around so that we can put some sort of board, I don't know whether it's 2-pack ply or stainless alloy, something, I don't quite know what we're going to use yet, something. We've just created this lip the whole way around. I've got to go around and weld it so that it's sealed up. And now I've got to do the vents, like the Dore box style vent. So these are my brainstorms. I started with this, but I decided it wasn't waterproof enough. So I came up with this. It's really hard to see because I've scribbled over it, but basically that's kind of what it looks like when I'm finished. And I'm hoping that it'll be quite a bit more waterproof than just a real basic one like this. So there we go. These will be stainless, just so that I don't have to ever really think about them rusting and whatever, I can just leave them. So yeah, okay, cool. We'll get into the storage box.
Heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. Where will you go? Won't you miss the ones you know? I'll be here, hanging on, waiting for your call. Seems like time as I wait